The first photo of a human. In 1838, something incredible happened. Something so small yet so monumental that it would forever change how we view the world. But here's the catch. It wasn't planned. It wasn't a grand moment of history like the first flight or the first moon landing. No, it was a random man, just another face in the crowd, getting his shoes shined on a busy street in Paris. And in that seemingly insignificant moment, he unknowingly became the first human ever captured in a photograph. The scene was simple. A man, sitting still while his shoes were polished by a street vendor. The photographer, Louis Daguerre, set up his camera on the streets of Paris. He had already captured landscapes, buildings, and stationary objects, but this time, he dared to try something new. The process was slow, long exposures taking several minutes to capture enough light for an image. The man getting his shoes shined had no idea that he would become a part of history. Daguerre, an artist and inventor, was perfecting the daguerreotype process, an early photographic technique. But capturing a moving subject was tricky. The man didn't stay still for long, and the long exposure meant that only those who were in one spot for minutes would show up clearly. The result was a blur of the bustling Paris street, except for the man and his shoe shiner, still as statues, their images frozen in time. At that moment, history was made. The picture, grainy and imperfect, would later become the first known photograph of a human. But it wasn't the first picture of a person that we might expect, one with a smile or perhaps a posed portrait. No, it was a man, unknowingly captured by the magic of light and time, simply sitting on a chair. What's fascinating is that, even though he had no idea, this man's image would go on to live forever. He was the first person to ever be immortalized in a photograph. A quiet, unintentional witness to the birth of a medium that would go on to shape the way we document our lives, our history, and our memories. So next time you look at a photo, whether it's a selfie, a landscape, or a portrait, remember the man who sat still for a simple shoe shine. He was the first human ever captured on film without even knowing it. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.